It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours. And a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater for you and your family. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours. And a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater for you and your family. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours. And a hearty welcome to our drive-in. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please. I do this every Tuesday, it seems. I'm trying something different here. Because it's St. Patrick's Day, I thought it'd be kind of neat to have some Irish music playing in the background. So I'm trying it. But with the setup with StreamYard and what I've got going here, I can't tell if it's too loud or not. So please let me know if my audio needs adjusting. Oh, love the music. Thank you. So I think it's working fairly well. I'm still going to try to play our normal sounds. For example, the fanfare and the music that happens when we celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into the chat. And then, okay, so I've got that playing, and this is going to play over it, so whatever. All right, to the chat. Let's hand out some Olympic medals. Get there. Paul Eichenob, congratulations. You are our gold medal winner today. Silver goes to It's Joey's World. Our bronze medalist is Mark Langenkamp. Congratulations for your St. Patrick's Day medals. When was that, by the way? This morning, 5:30 in the morning. 5:31 a.m. Paul was here. There it is. And I suppose there was, if that was this morning, and I scheduled this around 6 o'clock p.m. yesterday. Yeah. I don't know. All right. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz, who got some speaking parts on our radio show. Congrats. How about that? All right, let's see. Let's get closer to showtime here. And we'll start at 6:30. There's Francisco. That's fun to say. Thanks for the shamrocks. Keith, BDF, hello to you. Jason, how are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day. T-Town Mary Ellen. She had her St. Patrick's Day show last Wednesday, so she could do it before the holiday. And as it happens, my show happens on the holiday this time. Let's see. Why did I bring that up? I had something else to say, and then I lost it. Sorry. Debbie Thunert, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Paul is back. Congratulations on your gold. Here we go. Oh, music. I have no idea what this music is. So far, so good, though. I think it's sort of what I was looking for. But we'll see if YouTube shuts me down. Well, whatever. Okay, Paul. Oh yeah, it's Joey's World back in the house. Season's greetings, Donna Jaworski. Paul, Mary Ellen, Keith. Tim, welcome in. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And PTV is here. Hello, guys. And Michelle the Quilter, hello to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Ben, good evening. Oh, there we go. I see. Scrolling. Here we go. Almost there, I think. Maybe. Mark Langenkamp, hello to you. Oh, look at that. Slancha. Is that how you say that? John Aaron, go bra yourself. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay. I've got the music coming from the same computer. I've got that on, so, and it's not a great computer, so I'm expecting buffering to happen, you know what I mean? Oh, well, we'll see. Gloria, hello to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This weekend had a lot going on, didn't it? First and foremost, happy Pi Day to everybody. I wasn't around for that, but we did celebrate here with some pies. Not tri-pie like we do on Thanksgiving. We didn't have 3 of them, but we did have 2 pies, and I have no photographic evidence of that, but I can tell you we had a cherry pie, and we had mango key lime, which I did not have any, but I understand was very good. That was purchased from Publix, the grocery store around here, and the reason I didn't have any is not because I didn't want any, but I was very happy with the cherry pie. But our son came home from college for spring break and his spring break, and the mango key lime was a mini mango key lime, about that big. So my wife and he had that, and I was happy with the cherry pie. Mango key lime pie sounds delicious. I understand it was. I'm told that the mango didn't overwhelm the lime. Like it was a perfect accent, accompaniment, if you will. What? The boy is at home? Well, he was. As it turns out, he was here for about 36 hours, and then he drove to Miami to meet up with some pals, and they're spending the week, their spring break in Miami. So, but he'll be back this week, this way, before he heads back to Tallahassee. So we'll see him for another day before the end of his spring break. So, yeah. Well, I'm hoping he's going to have fun. The weather had been wonderful here in Florida until today. We got another cool down. We woke up to it was 42 this morning again. I thought summer had arrived already because it was getting hot. Currently it is 60 degrees. So yeah, we had quite the cool down today, and I think the weather is warmer down there in Miami. So I think they'll be all right. We urged him to take a hoodie because we knew weather was going to cool down, but he said the weather was supposed to be pretty great down there until about Saturday. So he did not want to take a hoodie. Dean, I almost said Thanksgiving. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I still had tri-pie on the brain. Tim says we had snow yesterday. My buddy that I worked with that retired in December. Grew up, was born, grew up, and was a lifelong Floridian. Now that he's retired, he is traveling, and he is sending me pictures of the snowfall. He is currently in North Carolina. Where is it? Here's my phone. I'll tell you exactly where he is. He is in Sugar Mountain, North Carolina, currently. And he and his wife, he sent me a selfie of he and his wife, and they are bundled up in their winter coats. That was yesterday. This morning, he was... he sent me a picture of his truck covered in snow. And what did he say? He said it was like crazy snowfall here. And if you grew up or are from a northern state, you had seen the picture he sent where he thinks it's crazy snowfall, you would laugh because it's nothing. It's a run-of-the-mill snowfall. But to him, he's 70 years old. He's never experienced snowfall like that. So he's very excited about it. And it's just something he, as a lifelong Floridian, has never experienced until now, this week, which is... bonkers, but very amusing, and I'm thrilled for him because it's neat, and it's the pictures he's sending me are beautiful. It's a nice area. Anyway, so that's that. Well, how did I get off on the snow? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing the. I've skied at Sugar Mountain and driven through there many times. Mark Langenkamp says, sweet. Is it? I'm not familiar with that area. That's where I guess they're vacationing there. Michelle says we had 3 inches of snow yesterday. Holy moly. And that's in central New York. Speaking of New York, we were watching a live stream of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York City today. Oh, it's your fault. Not your fault. I don't mind. There were multiple live streams of that parade going on. As a matter of fact, I thought about having it on this screen back here during my show, but I'd rather you look at me and not another live... No, I'm kidding. I don't know. It's not like the Thanksgiving Day Parade with the giant balloons and everything. It's one bagpipe band after another. Only interrupted by a high school band. I don't know. It's still cool. But I don't know if it would have been as cool without audio playing there. Anyway, it's on YouTube. If you're not familiar with YouTube, I'm kidding. All right. So that was Pi Day. There it was 10 minutes ago. What else? Sunday, the Academy Awards. And for those of you who are familiar with Rob Fuzz, every year he and his buddy Adam from the channel Adam's Land, who is a movie professional himself, they do an Oscar pick thing. And I know Nick was a part of that. Movie Mania Nick. Live Place Dean is what they called him on the thing. Was part of it this year as well. Hello, Dean. And I have done it for a number of years, but had never done very well. Well, this year, I started watching the show, the Academy Awards, which started at 7 p.m. Eastern, which seems earlier than ever before that I can remember. It seemed like it always started at 8 and ended well into the local news. Anyway, I was keeping track. I was. It was between the Academy Awards and then there was World Baseball Classic baseball going on, so had my eye on that as well. So I was going back and forth and kept track. And the first award given. Oh, by the way, Rob does a I don't know if I mentioned this. A little bit of a contest. There's no prize, but except bragging rights. But you pick the who you think will win all of the awards, and they do a show afterwards showing how everybody did that participated. So back to the award show. The first award typically is the Best Supporting Actress award, and I got it right. It was Amy Madigan in whatever movie she was in. I don't know if anybody has seen that movie. I don't even remember what it's called. Anyway, the thing about picking Oscar winners is there's a lot of award shows before the Academy Awards, so you know who wins those, and you can kind of gauge where things are heading. So, and I knew she had won a few awards this season, so I picked her. So I was 1 for 1, and then I went 2 for 2. I think animated feature was next, and it was a lock. I think that K-pop Demon Hunters was going to win that. It deserved to win it. It was a phenomenon this year. Then I was 3 for 3, and 4 for 4, and 5 for 5, and 6 for 6, and my eyebrows were raised like they are right now, and I'm like, what is going on here? I'm getting all these right. And even the animated short subject, or whatever that's called, I picked that correct, and I didn't even see that. I didn't see any of those, but I picked all of that correctly. As a matter of fact, I started out 10 for 10, and Rob texted me something like, "Man, you are on fire." And I was like, "Yes, Rob, I was going to mention that to you, but I didn't want to jinx it." And I got the very next one wrong. So the Rob Fuzz jinx is real. And, but then I got the next one. And then the documentary, there were 2 awards, feature-length documentary and documentary short subject, and I had seen none of those, and I got both of those wrong. And then, so I got like 3 of 4 wrong, and I go, uh-oh, here we go. This is where I fall off the cliff, but I didn't. And I did fairly well. I think I got 1 more wrong the rest of the night. And I ended up getting 20 out of 24 picked correctly, and I tied with Adam, who is a movie-making professional and who wins every year. He seems to tie with somebody every year, but he's always, gold medal. But I'm the one that tied with him this year. So is that like the Rob Fuss virus? I don't know what that is. I'm going to say yes. But it was a heck of a lot of fun. And then yesterday, Rob and Adam did a recap show, and Rob did well also. And it's just fun to do that. And it's low stakes. There's no entry fee. There's no prize. It's just for fun. And that was Sunday. First time I had won that, and it's been like 5 or 6 years or something I've been doing that. Oh well. Okay. If you're just joining us, welcome in and happy St. Patrick's Day. It is time for a snack, a St. Patrick's Day snack. Okay. Aldi has a number of seasonal snacks for every holiday, and St. Patrick's Day is no exception. I saw 4 different potato chips with a St. Patrick's Day theme, whatever. One was a Guinness flavored potato chip, and it was in a smaller bag like this. And then there was one, same company, same size, but it was something else, and I don't remember. I didn't purchase those because 2 weeks prior they had already set out their snacks, and I had already purchased some potato chips for this show, like 2 weeks ago. So, and I say that, and I tell you why or when I bought them, because here's one of the bags of chips I bought. This is the Reuben flavored kettle chips, and you might notice, yes, I've already eaten these. I had no help. I ate all of these myself. Clancy's, so you know it's from Aldi. Anyway, what can I tell you about these? They were salty. They I could taste like a Swiss cheese flavor in there, and I don't know what they use. It's all natural flavor, so it's all, none of it's real. But anyway, on a Reuben, you have your cabbage, your corned beef, your Swiss cheese, and then the corned beef is has seasonings on there as well. And I finished these like a week ago. I just kept the bag for today, but they were, they weren't even my favorite chip, but we opened them to try them, and I felt like I guess I liked them. Okay, but I do have another one. The second one from Clancy, the Aldi brand, if you will. This was next to the Reuben flavored, beer cheese flavored kettle chips, and I did not open these at all. So, I won't have the normal eating music, but I've got the Irish music. So here we go. So, beer cheese, huh? Look at this. 4-leaf clover. Is this just going to be like a cheddar? Like, what's beer cheese? I don't know what that is. I guess in terms of potato chips and any cheddar cheesy type of potato chip I've ever had, it seems to be like a sour cream and cheddar. So the cheese is cut by whatever sour cream flavoring they put in there as well. You know what I mean? So this is just straight up cheese. But it's not too sharp. It's still it's mild, but it's flavorful. I don't hate it. One more. Sorry. No, too big. I still don't know what beer cheese is. Is it just cheese that you gnaw on like a candy bar? Like a block of cheese with your beer? Is that what? I don't know what beer cheese is. Anyway, thumbs up. It's good. It's just there's nothing earth-shattering about it. other than it's, I guess it's more of a solid cheese flavor. I wish I were better at food reviews. Anyway, so that's that. While we're on food, we're fans of the Milwaukee Pretzel Company, and the Milwaukee Pretzel Company is you can order pretzels that you can pop in the oven for 5 to 8 minutes, and they're so soft and wonderful. And year round they have pretzel shaped pretzels, and they're big. They fit on a cookie sheet. For Christmas they have a Christmas wreath shaped pretzel, and for St. Patrick's Day they have this a shamrock or clover shaped pretzel, and we had that today. It was part of our lunch, and we shared that. They give you the pretzel, which is already baked, but I don't know, maybe it's par baked and not to completion, but although it I think it kind of looks like that, but it comes frozen. So you pop it in the oven for 5 to 8 minutes, and you sprinkle it. You can cover it with butter or beer or water, it says, and you sprinkle on the salt. And the last time we had this, I brushed it with butter and then put the salt on it. Today we did water, and not that discernible of a difference that I could tell. It's not like I had the buttered one minutes before I tried this one, but I was happy with using the water on there. If we're cutting down on butter, I suppose. Anyway, that's so we had that. That's something else we had today, and we still have a maple mustard with a previous Milwaukee Pretzel Company order, and the maple mustard is delicious. And we have actually a variety of mustards, and we when we get a pretzel like that, we put little dabs of the mustards, like 4 or 5 of them, on our plate, and it looks like a little artist's palette of mustard. And then when we take bits of pretzel and use the different mustards in there. But it was wonderful. I just wanted to show you our St. Patrick's Day pretzel today. Okay, it is 7:30 already. What? I have just been talking nonstop. Let's have our first intermission, and when we come back, we'll play our game. How's that? All right, we'll be right back. Enjoy this.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Father, I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Faith in there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream, piping hot coffee, delicious hot dogs. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar of their drive-in theater.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's play Chrono Photo. Okay, Chrono Photo's the name of the game. We will be shown 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each picture was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points they give us. Please, I'm going to show you the pictures. You put your guesses in the chat, and we try to do the best we can. Okay. And I realized, as you were watching the intermission video, I realized I had not set up Chrono Photo, so I called it up real quick. And I like to start out with a full color picture. So I refresh the screen till we get one. I didn't do it this time. So I just saw the picture and it's black and white, but that's okay. I think we'll do well on this one. So let me call it up so you can see it. We can guess anywhere from the year 1900 to the year 2025. That's right. Here we go! Oh, I didn't present it. Sorry. Hang on. I gotta share my screen. That was embarrassing. I told you I didn't have it ready. Here we go. And there. Can you see that now? Okay. I'll zoom in on things. And what we're looking at is Beatles. Girls and Beatles stuff. And it's early Beatles stuff. Now, the first thing I saw, other than the Paul McCartney Beatles poster down here, was the girl that was holding this. And, I know the Beatles, they were huge in 1963, 64, I believe. And I assume that's when this picture was taken, but this girl's hair doesn't look 1963 to me, or what I know to be the look of people in 1963, but every other girl seems to match. Do you know what I mean? Oh well. So this is Beatlemania, British Invasion, whatever. I don't know where this is. Maybe this is still in the UK. I'm not sure. But this Beatles book 2 must have come out, and I don't know if they were camped outside the B. Dalton bookstall. Is that what it was? B. Dalton bookstall in the mall? Anyway. If this is not 60, it's got to be 63 or 64. That's my guess. I'm going to leave that there. I wasn't able to see a date on the front of that book. It says all new 100 something photos. The original Beatles book 2. I can't read what's on the bottom of the cover of that. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Let me zoom back out. And I go to the chat. And who has our first guess? Let's see. I think Keith has our first guess, 1964. Dean says 65. Debbie says 65. Paul says 65. Tim says 65. We have a 63, 64, 64, 62, 63, 64. A lot of you said 65. I'm cool with that. So let me, that'll be our guess. 1965, just click that over there, and survey says it was 64. I mean, it was around there. 924 points. Let's go to picture 2. That was pretty good. We're starting out pretty good. Okay. Automobiles, assembly line. What's going on? Were these cars just painted? And what do we have here? What car is this? What does that say? I don't know. But this, solidly 1950s, perhaps. And is that an old Ford crest? Is this an Edsel? No. But doesn't an Edsel have a round thing on the grill? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. And what's the hood ornament? Is that like a jet plane? Please help out. It is not an Edsel, Tim says. Okay. Alright. Well, it's got wipers. What is that? I can't make that out. Oh, poor guy ripped his shirt. Just bending over. Oh my gosh, I think he's turning into the Hulk. Alright, let's see. What else? Well, it is interesting that they have four different colors of this car in a row. You would think that they would paint those cars the same color, for efficiency or whatever. I don't know. At the same time, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on here. I don't even know what we're looking at. But the rims of the red car are red. And this car in front has white walls. What am I looking at? I don't know. This looks very mid-50s to me. 55 it would be my guess. I don't really know. Let's see. Going back to the chat. Let's see. I think our first guess is from Keith again. 53. 54. 55. Hey, Donna, that's what I said. 54 again. 53. The hood ornament did look like a jet. Oh, Ben says the Edsel grill looks like the car sucking on a lemon. Okay. '56. Another 56. He has a V8 symbol. Is that what that is? Ah. Thanks. 53. 57. Wow. 54. Well, man. A number of 54s, 53s, and 56s. But I think there were more 53s. I'm looking 1, 2, 3. But there's also... I don't know. I'll go 53. That's fine. Let's place this guess. 53. Survey says 54. I've missed by 1 year again. Great guessing, you guys, that said 54. 924 more points. 1848. Picture 3. We've had a picture similar to this in the past. I don't think it was this picture, but we've had a picture of a lineup of telephone operators or some sort of switchboard operators. And I wonder if this is military? They all seem to be in a uniform. Zoom in on the headgear. I don't know where this is, but let's say it's Ireland for today. Oh, there! You can see she's talking into a cone. This is old. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see it right there. I didn't see this at first. But right by her nose, I don't think her nose is in it. I think her nose is closer to the camera than the cone is. But okay, this is... What's in her hand? Oh, nothing. Okay, great, good. I don't. Oh boy. Is this World War I? I have no idea. I'll say 1918. I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm a dum-dum, and I just don't know. Okay. Our first guess is... Keith, again, who says 1934. We have a 1915. Okay. Mark says Signal Corps, World War I. Good to know. Is that right? 1921 says Tim. 1908, 1910, 1918. Is that what I said? I think it is. Dean, great minds. 1910. We have a 1920, just after World War I, says Mark. Okay. So, okay, 1918 again. 1929. 25. Another 25. $29. I've been off by one the previous two times, and I said 1918 this time, so I'm going to go 1919 for this one. And I don't know if anybody said that, but that's what I'm putting in because that's how it's going today. 1919 survey says 21. 1921. Who? Mark said 20. That was great. Tim said 1921. That is fantastic. Great guessing. All right, 849 more points. We're doing well. Picture 4. Oh my goodness. This looks like a painting. Like okay. But there are words. Hold up. Oh, Montreal. it seems like we've had something like this before. There appears, this looks like an image of a fire, like it destroyed a city block in apparently Montreal. And I don't remember when this would have been, but I mean, this looks like a very early type of photograph, or if not, like a daguerreotype, or what's another early bit of photography? I'm blanking on what they're all called. Daguerreotype was one. There was, oh well, that's. You should all be impressed that I know what a daguerreotype is. Anyway, not really. So if anybody knows when Montreal was devastated by a fire, I think we have our answer. I'll go back down here. Yeah, it's in French. But you can see this early photography, when there's a moving subject in it, they are blurred. It's not like cameras. You could change the shutter speed and better capture a moving subject so that it looks like it's still. Do you know what I mean? Like sports photography. So those people that are blurred, they were clearly moving while the picture was taken, and the ones that are not blurred, they were just standing there. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. What do I say? 1905. I don't know. To the chat. This one's difficult. Keith says, I don't know. Looks like for the early years of the horseless carriage. I didn't even pay attention to anything like that. Hey, Mark said 1905. I think that's what I said. Paul says 1915. We have a 1916, 1901, 1906. 1901, 02, another 01, 1900. 3 of you said 1901, and I'm cool with that. Let's make that our guess. 1901, I can go almost all the way. There it is. Oops. 1901, survey says. Hey, I think that is a correct answer. Great job, you guys. Mary Ellen, Tim, Keith. All right, I'm leaning on you for the last one. We have 3,600 points with 1 to go. Okay. You know, Chronophoto, it is St. Patrick's Day. You could have had a picture with a bunch of Irish flags. That'd have been apropos. Instead, is this Turkey? Is this the Turkish flag? At the risk of sounding like a dum-dum, is this Turkey or is this Syria? The boy would know. And it looks like a political rally of some sort, maybe. And this lady with the scarf, is she being led in, or is the gentleman with the hand on his shoulder, is he the one being led in? And perhaps, I don't know who any of these people are. Maybe she's the wife of the candidate or something. And there's the guy in front here. Seems to be going the wrong way, and the guy in the green jacket's like, dude, what are you doing? You're going. Everybody's walking this way, and you're walking a different way. You're messing up the works here, dude. That is Turkey's flag, says Donna. Okay, so I was right the first time. It was a guess, but I think it is Turkey. Mark says that as well. Keith has already put in a guess of 1985. Wow, I didn't even... Let me... Is that a phone? Oh, there is a phone here. Okay, smartphones. There are smartphones. There's a number of them. So. This was not that long ago. Maybe like 2016. I don't know why I say that. I guess it falls into the smartphone time, and I don't know. 2016's my guess. I turned to the chat though. And I see Keith said 85. Oh, Donna says, I learned that through my snack subscription boxes. We had a turkey-themed box. That's brilliant. Those boxes, not only are they filled with delicious treats, but they teach you world geography. And that's just a bonus. Gloria says 1980. Dean says 2012. Tim says, then I will guess 2016. 2015. We have a 2010, 2011, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2009. Mark says 2014 only because nobody else guessed it. You know what? That's as plausible and valid as anything. What did I say? 2016. But I've been one off. And Donna said 2015, so I think maybe that's what I'm going with. 2015. And I don't really know. I don't know who these people are or what they're doing. 2015. Final picture. Survey says 2017. And nobody said that. So I went one off the other way. Man, what a weird game. We did really well though. 4,546 points. That's really great. I remember at one time, because I still have it written down, the highest score we ever had was 4,489 back in 2024. And we crushed that. I mean, we've done better since then, but that's pretty cool. We're getting, we continue to be pretty good at this. Okay, everybody. I've got a special coming attraction for you right now. When we come back, I've got a top 15 list, and it is very green.
Here again, from the land of love, laughter, and leprechauns, is Walt Disney's delightful, whimsical story of Darby O'Gill and his fantastic adventures with the 5,000-year-old king of the little people.
Well, Darby O'Gill, 'tis pleased and delighted I am to see you again.
Thank you, sir. It's a grand place you got here.
She is my dear, my darling one, my smiling and beguiling one.
And standing in the doorway is a pretty Irish girl.
Sean Connery and Janet Monroe are caught in their own spell of Irish magic. And the powers of darkness spin a web that can't be broken by wit or leprechaun legerdemain.
With night coming down on that mountainside, you could get yourself killed.
The Banshee wails its warning. The Costobower thunders down its tormented trail of doom.
It's coming for Katie. Send it away.
But it's not within my powers, man.
A phantom puka horse wails out its haunting.
Whoa, get down!
Here's motion picture entertainment with imagination, a heap of laughter, and a little bit of blarney. None can match the likes of Walt Disney's Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Welcome back. Did you notice my poster back there? My St. Patrick's Day poster? I got it just for today. You know, it's time for the top 15 list. And you may or may not know, the very first top 15 list I did for my show was on St. Patrick's Day in 2020. March 17th, 2020, and the category was Green Disney Characters. My top 15 Green Disney Characters. The following year, it was March 16th, so the day before St. Patrick's Day. My list was songs with green in the title. 2022, I did not do a St. Patrick's Day show. 2023, I did. It was after St. Patrick's Day. It was on the 21st of March, 2023, and I did movies with green in the title. And then next 2 years, I did not have a St. Patrick's Day show. So I have in the past done 3 St. Patrick's Day themed top 15 lists, and they all had to do with the color, the word green in the somehow. Today, we're doing the top 15 foods with green in the name. Now, I could have done green foods, broccoli, lime, but I started thinking there are enough foods. I just spit as I said that. There are enough foods with the word green in the name, so we're counting that down real quick. This won't take long. It's 7:58. We can get done by 8 o'clock. Here we go. Number 15, green peppers. 14, green grapes. I don't know if people call them that. I think they do. Number 13, green onions. Booker T and the MGs. Number 12, green apples. Now, I don't know if people call them green apples. I suppose they do. Granny Smith apples, for example, would fall under green apples. But the flavor of candies, particular candies, would be green apple flavored. So I'm okay with that. Number 11, green beans. Of course. Why am I looking at that? Number 10, green olives. On your pizza? Why not? Number 9, green lentils. There are a bunch of lentils, green lentils being one of them. And we like them here. Number 8, green peas. I wasn't sure if they were called green peas, but they are. I don't know if I call peas green peas, but on a package of green giant frozen peas, I think they are listed as green peas. Number 7, green chiles. Different than green peppers. These aren't bell peppers. And these are found or used to make our item at number 6 on the list, which is green curry, which is a curry, I think, from Thailand. It's I don't know if it's originates from there, but it is found in some dishes from Thailand. And I thought for a second that instead of calling that country Thailand, we could call it Tireland. It's not Ireland, but it is St. Patrick's Day, and everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, number 5, green tea. I have nothing else to say about that. Number 4, collard greens. Mixed it up there. Green's the second word. But, and there are a bunch of greens that could have been on this list. Kale, lettuce, if you will. But collard greens. It's in the name. Number 3, green goddess dressing. I don't know if I've ever had that. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know it exists, and it fits this list. Number 2, green plantains. I do like plantains. Yeah, they're delicious. And number 1 on the list of our green foods. Green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes? It could be. But absolutely. A fitting number 1 on this list. You know, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, at one of the restaurants there along Sunset Boulevard, there, one of those places makes a fried green tomato sandwich. It's pretty darn good. Anyway, there it is. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody! Thank you for joining me. I'll be back next week with a non-St. Patrick's Day themed show. That happens. I will see you around the YouTube chats. I'll see you back here next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Aaron Gobra. I can't think of any other Irish sayings. That's okay, though. All right, everybody. Bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.